Hey y'all, hey, Tabitha here. We're on to get the what's going on in the sky message out today. However, my laptop seems to be wanting to do whatever it wants to do, so we're recording from the phone. So that's one possible issue-ish, maybe, hopefully not. And I don't have two devices to be able to get the information where I get my references from when I share with you guys what's actually going on in the sky, because it comes from the World Wide Web. So what we'll do is just channel and see what we can get, as well as pull our usual cards. I'm an oracle, a channel intuitive. I read oracle and tarot cards. I'm a crafter as well as a vlogger, among many other things. So yeah, so let's see what's going on. We do know that we are having, or we are in an eclipse today. And yeah, I'm hearing that word rejection coming back up again, as it was in yesterday's message. Impromptu visits, core adjustments, denials, an alarm. I was getting ready to say an alarm system. Something may be broken, but something may need to be readjusted, or it may be alarming. Something about punitive damages and regrets. Studying a bit, that would be beneficial. Being more brave. Continuing to regulate your heart and breathe through this semester. So whatever lessons you're learning, you may feel that you can't trust them. Your heart, be brave so that you can regulate your heart, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something about brows being arched, and when the bow breaks, so maybe something about a baby being born. Maybe this is something newly being birthed into the earth. Because we are in the new moon, so with that new moon, this is new beginnings. So that could be the baby that is being birthed. Maybe someone is actually pregnant. However, and I'm hearing something about runes coming in. And this is deliberate adjustment. So this is a tower that may be coming in. That storm warning, that you just couldn't get right. You're practicing through the doubts. Yeah. But this also has things from the past. Things from the past that you may regret, that has hurt your feelings, and you may have to hunker down in this storyline. Something about a groomsman, so maybe someone is getting married, or whatever happened in the past. Something may have happened with a groomsman from the past. Or again, this is, when you hear the story of going biblically, but I'm hearing bridegroom, so that's the masculine and feminine. Yep. Okay. I keep hearing concordance. So the Bible, there is a concordance Bible. Something needs to be restructured. You're gathering together in a new system. This is a new corporation. You're joining hands. So maybe this is church. Again, maybe going to church may be of assistance. Using your voice, communicating, talking. I'm hearing a choir director, someone. I'm hearing misfit, but also misfortune, and a derelict. Again, that groomsman keeps coming up, and they're showing someone arguing, and it's a man pointing his finger down at someone who's shorter than he is. So there's an argument. Yeah. This is a data release and transformation. Regulate your heart. So this has a lot to do as well with your spinal cord, and degradation. So maybe you need to be working on your spine. Maybe this is Maybe this is a season to regulate your spine since these two cards were tossed out. This is readjustment. Something is benign here due to some broken promises, or there were some broken promises, and so this is a season of course correction. You'll be doing some reflecting, honoring your home, and something about some gaslighting, things needing to be reformed, gather together, come together, cooperation. But I keep hearing corporation, and again, the corporation, this is business most times when we hear the word corporation. But as we journey through the storylines of the spiritual realm, we are learning to understand that the corporation is also um, biblical inscription even, but you have to understand it as such biblically, that the provisions and such are actually speaking of your home, or can be, let me say it that way, can be speaking of your actual home with your family that you were born into or married into. So that's a corporation as well. Again, the groomsman has come in. The thief is being mentioned here and robs you. So the masculine frequency has been unclear about the lessons. And so they got caught up, which brought in struggles in the mindset because of the things that they were hearing. There was a lot of misfortune, and things need to be scrubbed clean. There's a strong astringent. I'll get something. The word stinky, smelly, and rotten are coming out now. But the astringent is here to clean things up. So that's that clean canvas. You have a clean slate because you're starting over. This is coming into something normal for this season. Something this wasn't normalcy, but you're gathering together to make this more normal in this season in your house. Hallelujah. That's what I just heard, so I'm repeating it. Yeah. Okay. Spinal cord. I'm hearing spinal cord injury as well. So with that spinal cord as well, um, going back to the season again, as I have been stating, many of my messages have been dated back to COVID. So many things were happening amidst COVID. So many things that they were planting out into the earth, feeding us through the, just without going too deep, because yeah, it was a lot of dirty integrity in the frequency of COVID. However, yes, there were also nice things that came amidst COVID. It meant we had time to rest and relax. However, a lot of that rest and relaxation came from getting sick. So that's the point that I was going to. Um, and so what it has done now, because many of us got sick through that germ or that bug or those germs and those bugs that were tossed to the wind, and bacterias and growths and all that sickness that was put in, they're saying even pungent air out into the earth, it robbed us. And so now we have to clean some things up. I don't know what that sound was, but now we have to clean some things up. So that, going back to the spinal cord, it affected the mindset due to that bug that was put into the earth was the biggest robber of them all, which was the parasite. Everybody that was getting sick off of a bug, a germ, a parasite, something that was feeding off of us. Ironically, yesterday I went to the library and I checked out a book on parasites. I also checked out a book on fasting. So, um, this is a season of healing our spines. So, with that spine, you know, those germs that or diseases that were just tossed out there, this is a season through fasting that we, or whatever type of healing modality that you would like to settle into, this is that season. Again, that's what this channel has also been speaking about. Again, health, 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 health. Um, yes, it has a lot to do again with your surroundings. However, this also has to do with what's going on inside of you. So your spine was weakened due to that parasite. those parasites, and even the ones that they put in the food as a reason. Like these things, they keep coming back, and they become. I'm hearing those are like the transmitters, which are bugaboos, issues, irritants in your mind and your body. So this is about being mindful of again your intake. Because the little bit also that I read from that book, it mentioned in the Parasites book, it mentioned that as a collective, basically, not verbatim, the parasites affect how you move. Not only do they make you sick, but it's as a collective, again, COVID, the pandemic, it it was costed to our mindset, which was why the crazy was going on in the earth. That bug robbed us. So now we have to be diligent. We have to be diligent in cleaning our mindsets up. This is this is about closure of old seasons and mastering ourselves. So even going back to that number 333, how it kept showing up the other day, that is also a master number. And so you are mastering yourself now. um it may be a number that belongs to you in some way, that it may be that number where you know what it's about or whatever, but it's also a number of mastery. So if you're willing to to join yourself with yourself to clear up old references from the things of the past, then this will be suitable for you to begin to heal. You are the master of your own vice, your own body. So again, regulate your heart, your mind. This is about mental clarity. The mind, again, that's why the parasites were mentioned, because the pandemic affected our minds. Like it really did some things. Like I shared, as I stated about my own journey, there were things, yes, I was taking note of, and I'm sure many of us were, where lots of people were, people just became really mean amidst that journey, amidst that storyline. But you could tell that they were moving according to a vice that wasn't their own. Like it was a zombie land, as I took note of that. So we are uncrossing these irritants that have come in to affect our spines. So this is spine correction, getting your backbone back to the point of the message. You're cleaning things up again. So this card again was tossed out, and I'm taking note of. I mean, not taking note of, but this is the tidy up card. So that's what was just mentioned. You're cleaning things up. 40, security. That's number 4 is security. It's inverted though, because there's some backbiting going on, some things going on in the background that are inconclusive. I'm hearing derelict again. So, um, things are wonky. Things are still shaky. And the way that they're showing that derelict, like someone crippled, like someone they look crippled, which that's the derelict. But it's their hand though. It's their hand is what's being shown. It's the posturing. Something is intimidating. Something is intimidating. Um, due to this closure. This is a clean sweep. It's clean. And I'm hearing it's concreted. And as I was saying that, I was looking at the steps, which look to be made out of stone and concrete. Yeah, but it's inverted. So this could, since it's in hangman mode, this is that attention tension that came up in the message the other day. But it would smash her. That's how I'm looking at that. It would fall. It could fall, and oh, I'm hearing crash out. Okay, this is so the systems where people, the dirty laundry from yesterday's message as well. Blue anger. This is arrangement due to the spinal cord being contorted. And it's also hefty, heavy business relation due to a certain spiritual connotation that has been reflecting and rejecting. So your cords must be cut. Um, yeah, this is finalizing some things that have a stronghold. It's you're getting up and getting out, and you're over it. You're done. That's the tidy up. It's done. The deal has been sealed. Your conclusive energy, that's not conclusive. Something is irregular. Something has been brought back to a certain habitat. Someone's back was broken. That's the spine as well. You got hurt. Someone got hurt, and it brought in, due to the closure, and it brought in ruin. Some things were confiscated due to some certain keys. The keys, remember the key was in the message the other day? The keys were confiscated because someone had to fold. Someone had to fold. Someone may even be sad or crying about a certain position. Someone can't get things together. This is groom. This is groom. Groomy. Groomy. Time. Adherence. It's a new structure. It's a new structure. Things are clean. You cleaned it up. Whoever this is, something got brought back to you. You got it out. You let it go. And this is great functionality for you. I'm hearing something. Rumpelstiltskin. What the what? Okay, I'll go watch it. Maybe you all may want to watch it as well. Get some message from it. And Harriet Tubman as well. Your score has been changed. You're revising. This is you revising. But it has a lot to do with mental clarity. The mental clarity, the mind, contemplation, the mental chatter, corruption in the system. Because you got caught out there. You got stuck. Your back. This has to do with your back. What about it, Most High? What about it? Breaking away from old patterning and partnering and making readjustments. In what way? Due to criminal activity, due to the thievery of others. Someone came in boasting and bragging and thinking that they could tear you down, break you down. There's something about a middleman. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I meant to. Yeah, who came in to take. So you're back on Broken Mountain if you go back into this field. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Noted. Shadow work. 18. There's 9. The background noise, the hunches, the way you're thinking. These are 2 hemispheres. That's how I look at them. And because the moon is there, this is mind, this is mental. 9 is endings. So that grooms me. Your core. I never noticed these. So these look like snakes to me. The design on the table. Yeah, they look like snakes, and it's on black. So you know they kind of try to make snakes. Snakes tend to be black. You know. So, but okay. Even cells, because they're saying corpuscles and blemishes. I'm hearing red wine. That song, red wine. So yeah, whatever about the red wine, someone may, again, the crying, the root chakra, the grounding effect. The middleman came in with agitation. This is the core, your body. Someone was blindsided, they couldn't handle it. This is the middleman coming to the mountain to reconstruct some things, to gather things. Yeah. This is someone who has an arrogant, and I'm hearing the group simple minds. So this person may be, I'm hearing intuitive Beelzebub. Wow. So that's a dark person. Without going into the woo woo, the shadow work. So the thing is that you are whoever this is, and this is me somewhere in this storyline. This is me somewhere in the storyline. So, I pick these things apart as I listen to the messages and go back to listen to them. So that middleman that's inside of you, inside of me, inside of us, inside of we, is the one that's giving that subconscious crunching, that we need to clean up and clear up. That's a deficit, is what I'm hearing, because of a certain way that you are thinking, which is small. They use the word we, so that's tiny. That's even smaller than tiny. We. I just heard, as I said, tiny. I was taken to T.I.'s wife. So this is, it's really small, but this person is actually majestic and powerful. Yeah, this person is, and they have a bright future. And then when they brought tiny to me, the word light was coming to me, so I was, saying, okay, well, where's the judgment in this? Or, not trying to judge it, but there was something there, an answer, a clarification, and them bringing her up, because she's bright skinned and she's small, but she's regal. She's in high standing. She's celebrated. So, this is honoring that person inside of you. Something again will be revealed. As I was saying revealed, y'all heard me get ready to use the word right. And it was coming out as like martial, but I'm hearing marital as well. But like the military, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. And they're taking me back to the message the other day when Lightfoot was brought up. But they're also mentioning, now I'm hearing Rockabye Baby. Okay, they just messed me up with that. Marshall, okay. And marital, those two words were tossed out at us. So many of us tend to feel that when we get married, because at the top of the message they were mentioning the bride and groomsmen, mainly the groomsmen. So it feels like they're saying that masculine frequency tends to dominate and have power in the construction of what the family values hold up. Oh, isn't that the name of T.I. and Tiny's um one of their shows? Family Values. Isn't that the name of one of their shows? So yeah. So the family value, I could be wrong. Don't hold me, y'all. I don't know. But so it becomes marginal and defeated when you allow the masculine teammate, is what they're saying, the vow, it becomes compromised and it becomes unhealthy due to the learning system that has been brought out in the past. But you can gain a bright future in this season if you want to. But are you ready? Because they're bringing that derelict back up again. Yeah, you're curing. You're in a cure-all season. That's the pandemic. Whatever made us sick in that season, we vowed to some type of concentration. And I heard camp. And that's really what that felt like. The season of being bound. That martial law energy. Martial criminality, thievery, broken promises. Remember, we got I never make a promise yesterday that I can't keep. That so there were so many broken promises and humility. Humiliation. Humiliation is the word. But you became humble as well, which degraded you because it was malefic. You shouldn't have had to go through those things, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So you're getting over, this is the end, this is the closure. You're getting over the villainization of yourself. You're cutting cords of your shadow. This even looks like the middle of the back, and I'm hearing background, but that's spinal cord. The snakes have been released. You're regrouping. Your companionships are shifting. I'm hearing light work. Looking at the candles, there are three of them. The community, the family, do the rock away, Fat Joe. The middleman, someone was arrogant and took you down. Yeah, and gave you gross income. The spinal cord, it caused spinal injury, is what I'm hearing, which caused limitations. A very villainous, cantankerous vow was put into the earth. Um, I keep being taken to that song to take a bow by Rihanna, but it's showing up as vow because then they take me to the song, and also I'm hearing that bow, bow, bow again, that song. But that vow, the umbrella song by Rihanna, is what comes up every time they take me to take a bow. So we're bowing out of old systems, is what I'm getting. You're breaking old modalities from the old promise that was sick in revenue, um, which was in a sick vow. Whatever umbrella we were playing under, that corporation, because it was maltrusted, but it was governmental. It rocked you the wrong way. It and now you need to scrub. You're needing to bow out because of that unhinged energy. You're gaining validation. You're sweeping old things under the rug. You're whatever you were entitled to. Connections are coming in this season as well, and you're grappling with the old to bring in the new. Again, can't get right has come in and stolen and taking your time away as well. Okay, Most High, I hear you. I hear you. Okay. So the groomsmen, the patterning, the partnering are needing readjustment so that you can get over this dark assuming a position. Assume the position. You know, when the police come in and what I just heard was Candy from the Players Club, but I'm also hearing Cameo, just like Candy, and attack me with your love, baby. Yeah, I used to like this song. Mm, I'm hearing Ricky and Nikki, and it's showing up. They're showing up wearing red. So, and I'm hearing Prince's song, Little Nikki, and I'm also being taken to the Adam Sandler movie, Nikki, Little Nikki, but Ricky and Nikki, and then I'm hearing, and then I'm hearing New Edition, all the names to New Edition, Boys to Men, but what's the song? Can You Stand the Rain? But Nikki and Ricky are standing out in red. That's that so-called devil energy, the Capricorn energy, which is governmental, masculine, overpowering, dominating, business, very business oriented, and don't play about the money. But this is a reversal. This is a reversal. The commitment is being reversed because of whatever that dark cloud was that brought in doom. You're getting it back. You're getting it together. You're 702ing that thing. You're still in that frequency. Speculations are being reversed. Someone can clearly see who you truly are in this season. They're getting to know better or know you better. Who has come in? Again, the wormwood. That's the parasite medicine. Your name is getting mentioned in a crowd somewhere. So whoever this is a message for whoever this is. Someone can clearly see who you are. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Yeah. The corrupt system is making readjustments. You want to say it no longer exists, but hey, if we know better, we know better. So yeah, my laptop don't want to be right for nothing. But And I'm hearing robbing thick and coming out of challenging times or some things from the past. You know, it kept you up at night. What's that song? Up at night. It crippled you. It deformed you. Again, malfunction. So you're getting a cure here as you're cleaning things up. Mountain bright, rise high. The crown chakra, I guess. You're gaining mental clarity from the broken promises. So things are getting mentioned. Your name. This is a lot to do with your name. Excuse me, y'all. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the this this actually is the card that they wanted me to pull because it was speaking out. Okay. Fill your cup. And I literally just picked up my cup when I said, excuse me, y'all. I literally was drinking some water from my cup. Fill your cup. 17, 8, alchemy and strategy. Oh, alchemy and strategy. Um, you're no longer placing blame. Things have been confiscated. Those keys. You're being taught different. You're being taught different. Okay? So this is a reversal of assumption. Yeah. So, however you were thinking in the past, you're getting out of your own way, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. I keep hearing Capricorn. I keep hearing, Satan and devil. I keep hearing that. Beelzebub. Mm-hmm. So, because, your cup is full now. As you have done your alchemizing, or this is what you should be doing in the upcoming season, because the old patterning, partnering promises, they were sick. Old vows. I'm hearing the way that you think, contemplative energy. So you can see things. You can now see. Again, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Is that your cup is full and you're gaining an honorary mention. The cords are cut. Someone's fingers are crossed. They're showing me the card in this deck where someone is being slick and sneaky. So be mindful of that. Or maybe that's the energy from the past because I'm hearing arrested development. So things were crossed up, signals were crossed up in the past that caused burnings and problems. But now this is a tranquil breeze due to those keys being confiscated. What you actually have done or should be doing is giving these things back. Yeah. I'm hearing cohabitation and joining. The duality. Those fingers are crossed is you're cutting. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you, Most High. So you're cutting something, but you're also joining hands in your core. Your core is revising some things. The calamity. You're joining together, is what they're saying. You're coming together. And this is closure from all old fallouts. There is a time span here. This is what they're showing me. Something is extensive. So I don't know if this is the past time span or an upcoming time span, but congratulate yourself because the thief no longer exists or will no longer exist because you are cutting those cords due to that sneaky energy of the time lapse as well. Time. It's Michael Sebastian. Sebastian Michael. I'm sorry. Whichever. I'm sorry, brother. Um, yeah, that song. This is about joining. And I'm hearing something about a sleep review or a sleepy review. I don't know. Make it make sense, I guess, most high. Something is being relieved and released. and confiscated and cut. And this is old news, and you're caught out there in the middle. Oh, fill your cup. She's out there in the middle. Okay. That song in the middle as well as a gospel song. Um, she's achieving because she is willing to do the math, is literally what they're saying, as well as do the work. This is homework. This is crushing season. As they're saying crushing, this is about you stomping out everything that's a sick system. That's the tidying up. Things are crumbling. Things are falling. That's how they're showing me that card now. That's how they're showing me that card now. Tower. That's the tower. Because she's cleaning up. That's how you're gaining the security. Because you're alchemizing. You're in business now. This is about you being in business and regroupment. Because you've done the shadow work. This is recovery. And you're gaining your balance back. Remember the message, yesterday's message was about balance and abundance. Go check it out if you haven't. And you're gaining back your momentum because the cords have been cut. They keep showing me that card with them fingers crossed. Something about that card, something about that energy is a bit off, y'all, because they keep bringing it to me. Now they explained it to us. However, what I keep feeling from it is be mindful. So maybe that's the from the message yesterday with the new opportunity is also about the opportunist that is showing up as well. Something is sneaky, something is smelly, and something is rotten about a certain vow. VOWEL as well. So the words. So pay mind to the words. Pay attention to the words because some words may be contradicting. So whoever may be coming to you with an imbalanced conversation, maybe this could still be you now. This is about your mental clarity. This is your mind as well. Erica Badu, your mind, MIND. Um, yeah, it will rob you. It will rob you. So be mindful of your mind robbing you, which pretty much is the story at the end of the day. Again, this is about you and you. Yes, again, as I continue to say, it is your real estate, your surrounding area. Every time I say that, I hear Tay Diggs saying that in hip hop. What's the name? Him and Sanaa and everybody. But yeah, so yeah, I keep hearing humor me. It was a masculine that said it. You're in recovery and you're well kept in this season. You're on a mission to get things done correctly. The math to be stabilized. Yeah, you're coming together. This is a new season where things will begin to be revealed to you from the things of the past where you dropped out, you fell out, and yeah, you did it with fervor, but now you will be receiving favor from the Most High. So you were very passionate about whatever you left from the past, the broken promises, the ill-gotten will, and all those things. The stubborn energy that couldn't quite get it right, didn't want to correct itself either. It was shining so bright, it felt so good to whomever this frequency belongs to. It felt majestic, it felt royal, it felt regal, it felt really good to a simple mind, arrogant, indignant frequency. That's the frequency that most people were in union. So this is course correcting because you're getting clarity. This is what this is about. The vision is clear. It's clear. Whatever again in the message, I guess that was yesterday if you or the day before anyway. Past two messages. One of them was saying, what don't you see? Well, if you can't see now, then you definitely are the problem. You want to stay delusional. They just said, okay. Okay. Blissed out. Oh, no, because this one. You're at the finish line. You're at the finish line. 21. There's 21 again. 21 savage. Baby, we were in savage mode then. Or maybe we should be getting in savage mode now. This is the finish line, but this is that number 3 again. But I'm taking note of all the 4s across her. Her number is 444. That's that 12 again, which goes back to what? 3. 3 is strong. in the message for somebody. 3 is here. But also take note of 444. That's a master number as well. All of the dual numbers are mastery in some way. So you're coming together with forward thinking. Whatever is malignant, you're giving it back, or it is being taken back for you to, but also heard back to gain truth. That's not what was coming up, but that's what, that's what it is. Yeah. This also could be about hormonal change, is what I'm hearing. And sleep deprivation, regulating the heart and the mind. So this is the card for health. That card, I laid it down because she isn't fully, she need a little clip, a little scud on or some shit. Yeah, but this is the mission to heal your heart. Y'all see the color green, So she's happy at the finish line because she ran the marathon to get it right. She is so happy because her eyes are closed here. However, those are those brows that they were mentioning at the top of the message. I'm looking at them as well, whatever they even mean still. But her eyes are closed. She really doesn't have any eyes. Okay, she does. However, they so tight. Um, skinky is the word. Like really tight. They're really tight because she was choosing to be delusional in the past. I'm hearing even something again about copyright. They never give us a full clarification on when they give us that word. So, I'm hearing upended and open hands. This is freedom. This is freedom. I'm hearing clairvoyance, your intuition. That's why the eyes are closed. This is mental. This is all mental, which is being revised. Yeah, the joints in the body and all of that are being healed because you are opening up to the new journey that you will be on. I'm hearing business related as well. They're saying bills above. Again, Capricorn energy is very business oriented. All earth signs are, but Capricorn is the truth. Yeah, this is closure, okay? But it's refinement, and this is closure at its best, is what I just heard. This is cornucopia. We'll pull one more. Just laying them all down. Her hands are up as well. Blissed out. I'm hearing teammate. 19. This is the beginning. Something new. Her hands are up. Both their hands are up. You can enjoy life in this season because this is new. The community is here. Celebration. Excuse me. That's what just came up with that 3. Celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. Please don't come on loud. Please. As I said the word loud, I felt that some kind of way. So maybe that's for somebody. Maybe that's for me. I need to go back and listen to this message again. But the intermediary, see, I knew it was going to do that. The intermediary is here to bring in figurement, a different mindset. But you can celebrate. You can enjoy this season. Why she look like Mary J. Blige to me? The one who's performing, the one who's being celebrated. Her or Keisha Cole. She or Keisha Cole. That's who they look like. Somebody's at this concert jamming. Because you can. This is about you celebrating yourself. That's how I'm looking at that, and that's how they delivered the message. She's being downloaded into her. Celebrate you. This is you celebrating you because you made it to the finish line. All those threes. So the community did its number on you, that three. But whatever they did, baby, I just heard drop down and get your eagle on. Nelly. So is the Keisha Cole or Mary J. Blige being downloaded is allowing you to celebrate yourself because the community, family ties, all of that, going back to Tiny and Ti, they're celebrated. You know what I'm saying? All of this on stage energy, on stage, is a bright future for you because whatever you held on to something to concrete and solidify your own journey, the keys were confiscated from the past. That bird brain was regulated. That's why she's dropping down. The mind. That's how I feel that. That's how I see that. You can bliss out now. Your intuition is on point. You're figuring stuff out and you're clear. You no longer are allowing the mental chatter to take you out nor disrespect you. This is closure. Again, this is closure. This is closure. You've held on to it long enough. And as I put it up against the love, I literally felt that as being love. Whatever you love, outside of it possibly being an intimate relationship, whatever you love, it made you sick. This could be food. You could be addicted to food. You all know that the word addicted and drunken love and all that is in the messages. You know, they're in the messages that we're getting out. So whatever your addiction is, food, alcohol, intimacy, you know, all of that, just overworking, uh, control, whatever, is being revised. You've made it to the finish line, or you will make it to the finish line. You really don't have a choice at the end of the day because the tower moment is doing what it's doing. However long it takes, this is a time span. This could go on to forever. 9 times out of 10, this is going on to forever. But whoever is in the earth in this season, this is what we are tidying up. Fix it for your own journey as well as your bloodlines. That's what this is about. The community is here. That's the three again. Three is on this card. 23-5 is freedom though. You're free. You're able to celebrate. Celebrating you. I just said that with this card, with the on stage energy. You can celebrate yourself. Just period. Just period. Celebrate you. Because you have grounded yourself. The red. But you're free. The gaslighting is over. You don't have to think about it anymore. You're in a new court system. The jurisdiction has changed. Your money is about to get right. Your finances. Your money and your coin are here to make better. You're at the top of the tier. 3 tier. I was taken to look at 3 and I heard the word tier. You are top tier. Look at her. She's on top of the cake. That's how I'm looking at her. She's the top. She is at the top because she opened her heart. I'm hearing SWV again. Use your heart. Yeah. Things have been revised or will be. I'm hearing consumerism or commensurate, something as such. You're on a new mission. Gather your resources. Get yourself together. Come out of hiding wherever you have been hiding. Your collision course has changed. Your dreams have changed. So be mindful. You will be on a collision course, baby. You will be on a collision course. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's the message. But be in flow. The card is inverted though. Stay in flow. 9, that's ending. After you add that 45. Stay grounded. You know. As long as you continue to celebrate yourself, there will be no need for you to surrender. Or maybe you should surrender to something. Maybe a flood is coming. Maybe a flood. Because I'm seeing all of the water, but I heard flood. Or maybe something will flow in financially. Blue, the cards are the same color. I love when my cards be matching up. I love it. Mm-hmm. So stay in flow. Don't get, I'm hearing Akon, locked up. Don't get locked up. Yeah, they won't let me out. Mm-hmm. Yep. Cause see, I'm not gonna do it. But this the grief card, cause you could go into grief and then you have to start your awakening all over again. I'm not. I'm done. I'm done. All right, y'all. Stay in sway, i.e., flow, and whatever this mission is about for us in this season, I'm hearing it's about time for us to join hands. So be okay with it. This is an 18-month stretch, though, y'all. So I know, that's that long span that they're talking about, or maybe even this 5-month span that has been mentioned as well. But just gather yourself. I'm hearing and get it right. Okay? Stay in motion. Again, stay in sway. Okay? Groove me. Yeah. Baby, tonight. That's what, that's what they just gave us. All right, y'all. Thanks for committing to the channel. Comment, share, like, subscribe. Check out the description box and book this. All right. You all have a great day. Happy Wednesday.